Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
So now children, here we will be learning few more concepts before beginning our sums. Okay. So as I told you here earlier that 1 minute gives me 60 seconds. Okay. 1 hour gives me 60 minutes. 1 day gives me 24 hours. 1 week gives me 7 days. 1 year gives me 365 days, right? Which is nothing but 52 weeks or 12 months. Okay. So all the three are the same. Got it? So 1 year, that is 365 days. It can also be said as 52 weeks. It can also be said at 12 months. Okay? Because we know that 1 month is equal to 30 or 31 days. That is in general. This is excluding February. Okay? Which has only 28 or 29 days. Okay, this is the general month, that is excluding the February month. The remaining months have either 30 or 31 days. Okay, and then the new one which we will be learning here is 1 decade is equal to 10 years. Okay, and 1 century is equal to 100 years. So these are the new concepts which you will be learning for your this exercise. Okay. So 1 decade is equal to 10 years. So whenever in the question you hear the word decade, it means 10 years. Okay. Similarly, whenever you hear the word century, it means 100 years. I am sure you will be familiar with the term century because you will be seeing cricket, and when your favorite sportsman hit century, it means that he had scored 100 runs, right? So similarly, in terms of year, when you see the word 1 century, it means that it is equal to 100 years. Okay, so are you clear with these conversions, children? So now, before beginning the sums, I just want to recap what we have learnt in our previous classes. So here you would have heard the terms like half past, quarter to, okay, and then quarter past. So these terms you would be familiar in your previous classes as well, right? So when I say half past, so you know that, say for example, this is your clock, okay, 12, 6, 3 and 9. Fine. So I am drawing a clock for you to understand this term better. Okay. You know our clock has got 12 cycles, right? And we always know that we always have to multiply 5 to calculate the time. Yeah, right? So which means that if it starts from here, so here it will be for me 5, then this will be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then this becomes 60. And this is how we say that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we always multiply 5 in order to calculate the time. Say for example, if my small needle is in 1 and my big needle is in 5. So how will you say the time, children? We know that 1 means it is 5, right? So this needle we will follow only for our minutes, not for our hour. Okay? Our needle will say the exact value where the needle is seen. You will say this external calculation only for your minute needle. So when this time comes in, we say this can be said as 1:25 because my hour needle is in 1 whereas my minutes needle is in 5, which is nothing but 25, right? Now, the same thing, say for example, if I move my hour minutes needle to 8. So, how will you say the time? 1 and then the value of 8 here is said as 40. So, it becomes 140. Okay? So, now we will see what do you mean by half past. Now, we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, right? So, the half of 60 is how much, children? 30. So, when they say half past, it means that whatever is the value given in 6, that is called as half past. Okay. Now, the same example here, okay, assume that your minutes is in 1 and your minutes is in 6 and your hour is in 1. Okay. So, how will you say this, children? This you can say as 1:30. Okay. You can also say this as half past 1. 1:30 can also be said as half past 10, which means that it is half an hour over when it was 1 o'clock. So, half past 1. Same thing, if you see your minutes, your hour needle going to 3. So, how will you say? You will say this as half past 3. That is, half an hour is over when it was already 3 o'clock. Okay. Now, if I move this hour needle to say 5, so it becomes half past 5. Or you can also, this half past 5 is nothing but 5:30, right? Half past 3 is nothing but 3:30. Half past 1 is nothing but 1:30. So, are you clear with this term half past? Yes? So, now the next we will see is quarter to. Quarter to means the time is yet to get over. So, whenever you see your minutes needle in 9, okay? Now, suppose your minutes is in 9 and your hour is in say 1. Okay? So, I will write as this time as how much will you write as? You will write as 12:45. Okay? So, you can write this as quarter to 1, which means that still there are 15 more minutes for 1 o'clock to go. Yes? So, quarter to 9, which means in another 15 minutes it will become 1 o'clock. Okay? So, similarly, if I write 1:45, I can write as quarter to 2. Say if I want to write as 5:45, I will write as quarter to 6. So, keep in mind whenever you get this number, this will change to the very next figure. Do you notice? This 12 is here changed to 1. Here this 1 is changed to 2. Here this 5 is changed to 6. So, the quarter to, whenever you see quarter to, which means whatever figure is given, it will move to the subsequent next number. Say for example, if I write 9:45, I will write it as quarter to, very good, quarter to 10. So, this 9 will change to 10. Are you clear? So, quarter to also you have understood, right? Now, the next come quarter past. Okay. So, now when I see quarter past, say if I say quarter past 1, what does it mean? If I say quarter past 1, it means that it's 15 minutes, 1 o'clock is over. So, quarter past is nothing but it is 1:15. Say if I say quarter past 3. So it means it is 3:15. So whenever you see the word quarter past 3, it means you have to add 15 minutes extra to the given number. Okay. So do you understand the difference between quarter to and quarter past, children? Quarter past means that particular value is already over. The particular time is already over. So whatever number is given here, you will add extra 15 minutes to it. Whenever you see quarter 2, it means that the next figure is going to come. So which means that if it is given here 12, you will change it to 1. If it is given here as 1, you will change it to 2. Suppose you have given this figure. If question is asked from this figure, which means you will reduce it to the previous one. So I hope you are clear with these terms. So keeping these terms in mind, we are going to solve our coming questions. Okay. So are you ready to solve along with me, children?